This is one of those Boss surgical masks that they gave me to wear when I go out in public. Because apparently I'm still contagious. You know, it's been like 2 weeks. But this is my garb from now on. I feel very sexy in this thing, actually. It makes me feel intelligent like a doctor. It's kind of stupid. Sketchy as it looks. Hey guys, so I've been sort of out of service. I've been out of the game for a couple of weeks now because I've been really sick. So I didn't make a video last week because I was just, oh man, I was so dead. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I was completely incapacitated. Gone. I was completely gone. I went 3 or 4 days with a temperature above 100 degrees. At several points I was 103 and climbing. I did eventually go to the emergency room. I did eventually go to the hospital. Just coughing to the point of, you know, feeling like I couldn't breathe. And there were some points where I couldn't breathe. I went to the student health service and they're so I know that they're really busy. I know there are a lot of really sick people because it's flu season and, you know, just people always having bodily issues. Like, I know that, but they're just, it's really inefficient. Like, and the people at the desk are like not that friendly. They're not really helpful. My experience with the health service here on campus was not that great, but they did swab me, and it turns out when I went to the ER, they called the school and, you know, got the results back from my swabs, and they said, oh, she has influenza B. So I had the legit flu. It's not like I felt bad and said, oh, I have the flu. Like, I had the legit flu, and it was hard for me to breathe. This was why I went to the health services, because it was so difficult for me to breathe, and I had a really high fever, and yeah, everything just was, the whole last 2 weeks were hellish. Like, really feeling awful. And then I went to the hospital, and the doctor gave me antibiotics because she was pretty sure I also had pneumonia, which is something that the general practitioner, the GP here at school said too. So it was just like, oh, cool, flu and pneumonia, awesome. I mean, a couple days after I started the course of antibiotics, I felt better. Like, I started to feel better, and I started to eat, which I hadn't really been doing because I felt really sick and just tired all the time. I missed a lot of class, and I have been doing work. I have been, you know, trying to keep up with stuff while I've been sick. And, you know, just, I'm really grateful to everybody who is so helpful during that whole period. Like, Allie and Jesse, this week, shout out goes out to you guys because you were so helpful. Jesse listening to me gripe and complain about how bad I felt, and also for bringing me cough drops. And Allie, she brought me pillows and a thermometer and cough drops and soup, and she like kept me company, and it was like the best thing ever. Really grateful, Allie and Jesse. And Charlie, who brought me ice when my fever was 103. degree. It was 39.4 degrees Celsius because everything is in Celsius here. It was like I had to go on Google to see if I was dying, like, so I could do the conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit because the thermometer here was in Celsius. It was really funny. But yeah, everything is, you know, things are starting to get back to normal. I'm still congested, as you can hear. I still feel really tired. I'm still coughing a lot, but even though it's been like 2 weeks already, I do feel better. I do feel better and, you know, stronger. Like I felt really weak before, but I feel like more capable. I feel more functional now. But I think that's about it. That's really it. I've spent the last 2 weeks being really, really sick, and trying to do things anyway. Like I went to go see The Lion King, which, by the way, so awesome. Like, so the puppetry was on point. Like, my favorite character was Rafiki, although everybody just did a phenomenal job. It was so, so, so good. And I went to go see it at the Capitol Theater with my friend Manny, and, like, in the middle of the show, I started getting really, really, like, my fever just spiked, and I was freezing, even though it was warm. It was supposedly, like, warm in the theater. But I was freezing, and I was shivering, and I couldn't, you know, handle it, so I had to go home in a cab, at the immediately after the show. But I toughed it out through the show, because I really wanted to finish because it was that good. It was so great. It was that great that I didn't want to just leave, even though I felt horrible. Yeah, so I went to go see The Lion King, and I went to the zoo, one of the wildlife centers, on Friday, and, you know, I went out last night with some friends. We went to a couple of, bars, but it was just like, you know, it was just an outing. It wasn't, you know, let's go crazy, take over the world type of deal. Because I still don't feel 100%. I'm running at about 80 right now. Very, very tired still coughing. Oh man. Thanks for watching, and I hope that everybody has a great weekend.